Hi guys, welcome back to the Motorsport Manager series. It's the last race of the season. I'm bringing you in on Q3. The reason being, I forgot that I wasn't actually recording. I thought I was recording. Turns out I wasn't. Engelhart is in the final qualifying section. Efrain Vivani finished last. Farah. So, Farah and Giuliani are the guys we need to look out for. We need to make sure we beat both of Yuma Race Team's drivers. Now, Farah has finished in 19th, and Giuliani is getting some good scores on the board here in qualifying. We have hit our target. We picked up a new sponsor. It was the best financial deal out of the three of them. Gave us 900 grand up front, and then 200,000 depending on how we do target wise. So we are on target to get the 100 grand for the qualifying. We have finished 13th or above. We've got great excellent here. If I remember rightly, I think that Vivani has great. We do get a bonus on the Super Softs. We shouldn't get locked into the Super Softs, as it is the third qualifying, so we will stick on those. We want to get further up the board. We're going to go auto as per and smash it out as fast as possible. Now, I get the feeling, basically the reason I get the feeling, we've got a message beforehand telling us as such, if we don't finish 6th in the tournament, we are going to get fired. Basically, the chairman has just turned around and said, yeah, by the way, if you don't do it, oh, perfect, it's going to bode well for us. If you don't finish 6th, you're fired. You know, no pressure. Cheers, mate. Yeah, no pressure at all. It's just, you know, life on the line and all that. It's only I've put my heart and soul into this team that I created, and then you're going to kick me out of. So 113, a full second slower than Olin. We know about Olin. I think he's 37. Surely his driving reflexes has got to start getting a bit worse. Faster than Cannon. That's good to see. No one else has yet to come in. We've got someone coming in now. Swear and Vacrois are faster than us. Giuliani faster than us, disappointingly. Let's send this guy back out. I think we will tweak the settings just a touch, just to see if we can maybe get excellent across the board. Might be able to. I'm not sure how many laps this is. We're going to stick on the same tyres. I shouldn't get locked into them. I'm not sure how many laps Tondela is. Is it 32, 33, something like that? I don't know. As it stands, though, we will be going out on 6th position when it comes to the grid. I say Vivani eliminating 20th position. He is disappointing, actually. I thought he was going to be better. I know his stats are pretty low, and he's all about improving, but still perfect. Again, lovely work, Engelhart. So hopefully these tweaks are going to give us the excellent, and this is going to be a much faster lap. Now, if we can get ahead of Giuliani, I'll be happy. I mean, it doesn't mean fuck all, but I'll be happy. The reason it doesn't mean fuck all is because he'll probably end up overtaking us straight away and then winning the race, and then causing us to get fired. Just, optimistic. So, lap felt pretty good, apparently. It was a faster lap. Weren't much in it. Yeah. There wasn't much in it. It was quite a bit in it, actually. Nearly 0.7 of a second in it, which isn't bad at all. Vacrois is setting faster sectors. Vacrois is probably going to... Yeah, Vacrois gets number 1. Olin's back in somewhere. Olin's in a lap. Let's see how Olin does. Well, we won't be able to leave until Olin comes in anyway, will we? So, Olin coming around that last corner. It's not even coming around. He just ended up knocking it off early. Interesting. So Vacrois is going to be first, Olin second, Holgerson third, Giuliani's gone up to 4th, and Suero in 5th. This is not going to be a good one for us. Now, Q1, Q2 was wet, and we know how we do in the wet, and it is raining here at Tondela. So, how wet is it going to get? We'll take the inters, that's fine. What we'll do, we'll take the tyre guru change and race trim. And then for this guy, we will take race trim and light foot. We'll take the light foot just in case. Excellent, great, excellent. I'm happy with that. Excellent, great. Again, very happy with that. We can't really do much better. We need to change the amount of fuel we got, don't we? So how much in the way will we get that? 13 to 15. So if we take 18 laps worth of fuel. That do us, will it? Yeah, 18 laps worth of fuel. And For this guy, how many laps will he potentially get out at 11 to 13? It looks like it's going to start drying off. I don't know what will happen after that though. I don't want to be pitting in too early. How many laps do you get? 11 to 13. We'll give him 15 laps worth of fuel. And then see how that works out. Strategy wise, we will go push to begin with and overtake. We'll go overtake all the way around. If I remember, I'll bring the driving style down. I say for Kreuzer, Olin, Holgersen, Giuliani and Suero all locked in on their tyres by the looks of things. No, they're not. It's an open lock. Okay, I don't know why they've shown that. So here we go. Last race of the season. It's getting wetter by the second. Go, go, go. We'll go up to second. Engelhart's already dropped a position. It's just typical, really. Down into 7th. Vivani up into 18th. Farah down at the bottom. And where is Giuliani? Giuliani's up in 5th. Gradually losing positions with Engelhart here. It's not good. Not good at all. Going to lose another position in the second. Vivani is pushing by the looks of things. He's down into 20th, 19th again. Engelhart's trying to pull back, claw back. He's been overtaken on the inside by 3 drivers. That's outrageous. Absolutely outrageous. He is in 11th, dropping down to 12th. Mate, you need to sort your life out. Vivani's up into 14th. Where is Farah? Farah's on 17th. Giuliani's in 7th. These are the guys we really need to beat, preferably by quite a way. Engelhart and Vivani 13, 14. So I don't know really where we need to finish in this race, guys. I'm probably a 7th and 8th overall. We're 12th and 13th at the minute. Can we push around? We can indeed. And a bit more from Vivani. Vivani coming through there. Lovely work from Vivani. Vivani's on a mission. So we need to get these tyres back down, don't we? Otherwise we're going to burn through them. So Vivani is in the mix there. Engelhart in the mix. They're both going to go pushing for it. Oh, for fuck's sake, Engelhart. Engelhart overtaken by 2 drivers at once there. Vivani is going to have to do a lot of work here. So is Engelhart. So Engelhart is now pushing back into 12th. Vivani's got 11th for now. He's going to lose it now to 12th. Engelhart in 13th. Farah down in 19th. The game has frozen a little bit and we're back in play. Does it occasionally. Don't know why. 10th for Vivani. 12th for Engelhart. We will concentrate on Vivani at the minute as he is the leading man. And he is going to push. So is Engelhart. We need a good position. Farah is last at the minute. It's nice to see. The rain is sort of heading off gradually. We really need to get a forecast centre, don't we? We really need to get a forecast centre. It'd be nice to know what is happening further on. 10th and 13th. Can Engelhart take that 12th position? He can. Vivani's looking to get 9th from Griffin. Should be able to do it. Engelhart's keeping pace. Vivani gone down to 11th, unfortunately. We've got a nice group of people in front of us. We can do something here. I'm sure we can. So let's keep on pushing. Keep on pushing. So Vivani and Engelhart are vying for position. Don't worry about your fuel, mate. I'll worry about your fuel. You'll just get on with it, yeah? Vivani and Engelhart are looking to get some more positions out here. I'm worried about them. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll let Engelhart let his teammate through. That's what we're going to do. Just for now. Until there's less tussling going on between the two of them, we're going to have Vivani pull ahead. Vivani does seem to be doing better. Not long before the race, we did have a dilemma. They said there was a problem with Engelhart's engine. Now, it was £500,000 to fix it. I said no. I put everything into reliability and had it fixed before the race anyway. We didn't need to spend the £500,000. I was very happy. We got it fixed the whole week beforehand. Not an issue at all. So looking at... Yeah, don't worry about your fuel, mate. I'll worry about your fuel. Looking at Vivani here, we're going to try and get him to go around one more, I think, and then we'll pull him in. It looks like it's going to start raining again. That's the thing. I want to hold off. I know, mate. I know you do, but I need you to hold off just a little bit longer. I want to see what this rain is going to do. Looks like it's going to get heavier again. So we're going to put you in, get you on fresh inters. 24 laps remaining. We'll give you 14 laps of fuel. Yeah. That's the plan. I'm going to go for a balanced. And then after he's gone in, we'll bring Engelhardt in on the pits. Yeah, you can push, mate, I guess. Ignore that. Just race. So, we'll get you to let your teammate through. There we go. So, let's go to Engelhardt as he's not in the pits. He's in 9th. Vivani's going to go on to another set of inters. It's a bit risky. In fact, it's too risky. Engelhardt's going to come in and go out on softs, I feel. I'm going to give him 12 laps worth of fuel. I feel like maybe going to those inters was a little bit early. We're going to have to pit again, I'm sure. Because there's quite a few laps in the future that's doing that, isn't it? Yes. Mate, I know, I fucked it up, alright? I was looking too far ahead. We will pull you back in, I reckon, mate. I reckon we might have to. Oh, I don't want to, though, that's the thing. He's dropping too many positions. There's a good pit stop for Engelhardt there. Come out in 11th. He's got Soinen on his tail. Let's have a look at Vivani. How are we looking, mate? I know you're in 17th. It's going to get drier soon. Where is Farah? Farah in 16th, so Farah's a little bit ahead. Giuliani in 8th. We need to get ahead of Giuliani desperately. So, we've just pulled ahead of a couple of drivers there. Giuliani's up in 7th. So, Vivani's in 18th, now into 19th. It's going to start getting wet soon. In fact, it's going to start getting very wet soon. I was hoping there'd be a crash by now. I was hoping that Farah or Giuliani would crash, but that's horrible, isn't it? I hope someone crashes. But I do hope someone crashes. I hope someone really, really hurts himself. We're dropping down to 10th position at this point here. Vivani, unfortunately, I made a big mistake with Vivani's tyre changes. I'm sure someone else has probably screamed at the fucking screen at me. But I'm looking. It's going to start getting wet soon. Engelhardt might have to come in soon, so we're going to get him to attack and overtake. Just for this lap. I want to see how wet it's going to get. So he's going to stay out for this lap, and then he's going to come in. I don't know what he's going to come in and go out on. Looks like it's probably going to be inters. So Vivani is struggling, unfortunately, and he's probably going to have to pit in at some point too. So yeah, we are going to pit Engelhardt for inters. And we're going to give him 12 laps of fuel. We're going to have to probably pit in again before the end of the race, but that's just how it is. Vivani, mate, I can only apologise to you, I really can. So, how wet is it going to get? I know they are, Viv, I know they are. But I need you to go 2 more. And then we'll set you out. Because I think actually it's going to go quite wet. You should be able to gain on a few of these drivers, mate, so don't worry about it too much. Olin's setting new fastest laps here. Do we bring Vivani in now? How many laps left? 16. Yeah, we'll bring you in now, mate. No, we're going to bring you on in the next one. And then you're going to have to push massively. Give you 21 laps of fuel. It's big, but that's what we're going to have to do. Engelhardt's catching up nicely here. These extra, these early inters look like they may be a good job for him. Who's in 17th? Wilson. Wilson's looking to pit. In fact, I think the majority of the grid are looking to pit. Coming round the outside of quite a few drivers at this point. Can we catch up with a big group? Kind of. We hit 14th. There's a lot of drivers in front of us who are looking to pit. Yeah, that's fine, mate. Let's go neutral. We don't want you to burn through those too quickly. We need you to burn through them a little bit, but not too quickly, you know. Farah ahead of us. Giuliani up in 5th. Is this a good change for us? It is a good change, but we are getting lapped at this point. We are blue flagging. So we do have excess fuel. That is fine. We're on our sponsorship objective. We're up into 10th with Engelhart. Giuliani's still sitting in 5th. A lot of guys staying out on these softs. It's really surprising. I don't think that's a good move on their part. And again, what are we talking about? We fucking wasted a load of inters, didn't we, with Vivani? But never mind. So we are catching up with a big group of people. They're not pitting yet, surprisingly. I'm not complaining. They are going to be losing out if they don't pit. So you can get Vivani to use a little bit of boost here. Try and catch up with 19th. It's too far off the boil, to be honest. It's like 21 seconds behind. Engelhart, however, he is pushing forward. Might be able to get 5th before Suero pits. The only guy in front of us who has pitted already is NATO. Now, 1st, 2nd and 3rd are all coming into pit. NATO hasn't, but we know he's already out on inters. We are up into 2nd with Engelhart. We will have to pit before the end of the race, but it looks like we might be pitting for wets. I think that's going to be the plan. So we're going to keep on keeping on with our current set of tyres. We need Vivani to hurry up on Soininen. We really do. You don't worry about the fuel levels, mate. I'll worry about the fuel levels. We've had this talk before. We had this talk all the time. Every race. We've got enough fuel. Yes. Yes, we have. Yes, we have. So, I'm kind of giving up on Vivani at this point. Farah in 18th. If we can get him ahead of Farah, we're good. Where is Giuliani? Giuliani down in 13th. Engelhart in 2nd. We need Engelhart to hold on to 2nd. He is 12 seconds ahead of Olin. Olin's going to bring that gap down. I know he is. We are doing pretty damn good. NATO is too far ahead of us for us to really do anything with. Vivani is not going to... He's catching up on 18th, to be fair. He is catching up with Swaninen. He is 19th. Farah's going up to 15th. Giuliani has dropped down to 14th. So, it is starting to get a bit wet out there. What we're going to do, we're going to switch down to the high fuel. We're going to stay on a neutral. Once we're around this corner, we'll have a look, see how things are going. So, let's go overtake and attack, and we're going to pit on this one, and we're going to pit for wets, I think. They're dipping down there, isn't it? We're going to risk it. We're going to pit for wets if he selects them. There we go, pit for wets. And there are 10 laps remaining. We're going to go with 13 laps of fuel. So this is a 15-second pit stop. We're going to go fast. Should come out in 5th. Do we want to risk a fast? No, we'll go balanced. We'll still come out in 5th. So let's head over to Vivani, who is gaining a position or two. He's got 18th in his sights. Soinen is in his sights. He should be able to gain a couple of positions back out of this. Fingers crossed. So once he goes past, we'll get him to pit in as well. Do we come in? No, we won't. We'll hold off a little bit longer. I think that the Inters may do that job just that little bit longer for him. So Soinen is on wets, isn't he, I believe? I can't see. Oh, should we bring him in for wets? It does dip off at the end there. So I don't think it's worth it. I think we're going to bring him in for wets. We're going to give him 1 lap extra, 2 laps extra of fuel. We are going to risk a fast one. We're going to have to. And then hopefully, we know that's going to see him through to the end of the race. We know that. We're going to have to bring him down onto neutral and keep on the overtake. Let's head back over to Engelhart, who is in 6th now. He should be able to see this race through on his current tyres with his current fuel. There is 7 laps to go, or 8 laps to go even. There is a mistake on Vivani's tyres. So he is massively behind Wilson now, almost 23 seconds behind. Engelhart in 4th. Farah in 17th. Giuliani in 13th. Now, hopefully, we can get ourselves a nice little podium here. That is my plan. That is my plan. We've got the Kreuzer ahead of us, Olin and NATO. Now, Olin and NATO are on inters. I should imagine, yeah, NATO's coming into pit. Olin's not far ahead of us. He'll probably come into pit as well. The Kreuzer may have to get new tyres before the end of the race. NATO is going straight out, not getting a chance to catch up on him. But we've still got Olin to go in, and Olin sitting in third now. He must be near Vivani. Let's have a quick look. So I'm imagining that is Vivani. That's Olin there. Yeah, he's coming into pit. If we can get Engelhardt to catch up with him, we can sit in third place. There is 7 laps remaining by the looks of things. I still think the Kreuzer may need to pit at some point. We do have Holgersen on our tail. We know Holgersen is a good driver. We've got 27 seconds between Vivani and 19th place Wilson. That's not looking good. The same sort of time between him and Amura as well. Farron 16th. Giuliani's coming back up the table into 10th. Doesn't bode well for us. We have overtaken Holgersen, so I'm assuming we did drop while I was looking at other things. I'm sure someone in the comments is going to go, oh! But I don't really care at this point. As long as we hold on to it. We're going to go for a push. We need to make sure that Holgersen doesn't take us. They do have the faster cars in that team. There's not a lot we can do to sort of stop them from taking us. She's probably got a boost available to her. We don't. We do have excess fuel still. Olin has locked up. Olin is sitting in 7th. We are going to get overtaken very, very shortly. Now, Holgersen is not going to pit before the end of this race, unfortunately. Neither is the Kreuzer. So, for us to get a podium this season, we need to hold on to this position. So, I'm thinking we now go attack and overtake just to force it. We're going to get Vivani to attack. He needs to try and sort his life out. He really does. Yes, I know it was my fault, but we need him to really push. But at this point, we're also going to. He's already on allow his teammate free, so he should let us pass and hopefully block off Holgersen. Yeah, please. Go on, block Holgersen. Block Holgersen. Don't block us, Lob Cheese. Block Holgersen. So Holgersen just behind us. Griffin's not far behind him. We've just got to hold on for 2 more laps in third. If we can manage this, I'll be happy. Get a podium. We need these points. That's basically the crux of it. If we don't have these points, we are losing a job. Now, I'm thinking, even if we finish 7th, we get a podium. I really hope the boss looks at it and go, yeah, okay, yeah, you done well there. You done well. I don't think it's going to happen, especially at this minute, because he is getting closer with every lap. Is old Holgersen there? Or she is. I think it's a woman. I can't remember now. I'm pretty sure Holgersen's a female. 2 laps to go. We've got 4 laps of fuel. There is excess there. It is slowing us down a little bit, but I'm thinking that the fact we can really push and overtake and attack is making life a bit easier for us. It is starting to get drier, so these wets aren't going to do as good a job now, but our tyre degradation is better than Holgersen's, so we should start pulling away again. Unfortunately, Vivani is going to finish in 20th by the looks of things. There's not a lot we can do about that at this point. There's nearly 30 seconds. There is 30 seconds between him and Wilson. And that was my cock-up, ladies and gentlemen. I hold my hands up to that. But it does look like, unless there's a crash on the last second or we run out of fuel or Holgersen really massively catches up and has like 100% charging boost, we should get our first pole position of the season. In the last race, we do. We finish 3rd. That's good to see. Vivani, not so good to see. Yeah, it did suck, but we do get a podium. Now, if we get fired after this, it's going to be massively disappointing. Massively disappointing. We've still got a few more cars coming in. It looks like Vivani was the only person who got blue flagged. Yeah, that is disappointing. That is disappointing. Oh dear. NATO finishing first. Where did Giuliani finish? Giuliani finished 10th, Farah 17th. I think that puts him ahead of us, even though we get what is basically a 2nd place with Engelhardt. I think that pushes him ahead of us. So let's have a look at the table. Hopefully there's some scrutineering going on. Nope. So, Giuliani in 10th. Did Farah break any rules? No, he didn't. But 16th, Vivani, yeah. Plus 1 lap. It only gets 2 points. So we pick up 38 points there. Engelhardt did get a 3rd place, which is nice to see. So he gets a mini trophy. He goes up to 7th in the championship. Efrain Vivani finishing bottom. And we finished 7th overall, 1 point behind Umar. If Vivani had pulled his finger out, we'd have probably saved our job. I think we are out of a job. We will find out very shortly if we are out of a job or not. Fucking hope we're not. I really hope we're not. As I said, guys, if we are out of a job, we will start a new playthrough in the F1 series. Go for some super fast cars. I mean, super fast, like ridiculously fast. Also, guys, I don't know if anyone saw, if you're into Reddit or if you're on the Motorsport Manager subreddit, I did say, what DLC would you like to see added to the game? Now, for me, I would like to see, we came 6th in the expected results, that might help us out there. I want to see MotoGP get added to the game. Just because, I mean, it's a motorsport management game, there's only 2 different types of motorsports in there. MotoGP would be great, maybe a few more tracks. We do sit in the minus for this. And maybe 3 or 4 more tracks, you know. Yeah, so we don't have to worry about Erland for next season. They've got, I think they get promoted as well. Yeah, they do, they get promoted. We might have to worry about anyone next season. Please, 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 let's have our job. Please have our job. Please have our job. Let's have a look. Doesn't really say interview. I'd love to have NATO. Yeah. NATO would sign for us. He's expensive. So he's got a podium, which is morale +5. Only lasts 2 weeks. Doesn't matter. It's the end of the season. Headquarters. Now, does that mean our telemetry centre has been built? Yes, we have our telemetry centre. Do we have our job? So the car has been repaired. I don't know if we've got our job. Received prize money. What did we get? 9.69 million. That's not great, is it? Manager of season, Antonio Mello. Calvin Griffin's driver. The chairman's retiring. Sally Higgins retiring. Oliveira retires. So, who was it? NATO, wasn't it? Let's have a look at NATO. That's the thing. He wants more earnings. I don't want him. He's going to cost us too much money. I do want him. That's the thing. But it's going to cost us too much money. New rules in place for next season. Hybrid power mode. Nice. We've not heard anything from... So this mode here is the hybrid power mode. We've not heard anything from the chairman yet. Have we kept our job? I think we've kept our job, ladies and gentlemen. We have kept our job. We have kept our job. Please tell me. So, scouting report. That's fine. I don't care about it. We kept our job. Car design unlocked. We need to crack cracking on the 2018 chassis. Okay, we can do that in the next episode. Let's have a quick look at this Axel Dior. No, thank you very much. See what sponsors are available to us. No, we're not going to be finishing second anytime soon. That's 12 races, £4 million. That's 300,000 a race. That's an upfront £4 million. It's not 400,000 a race. It's a lot less than that. That is 300,000 a race. This one here is less than that. We'll hold off a little bit longer, I feel. We don't need to develop parts just yet. How long is this episode? It's less than 30 minutes. No, we're going to do a whole new season. I really want to get this car on, but we're going to do a whole new season. I'm just happy we managed to keep our job. Financially, we've got £4.5 million to add into our budget for the car. We're going to set the budget of next year's car to medium now. So, yeah. That was an interesting one. I don't think we're going to do much better than that. Oh, we're going to take the 4 million. So we'll have an extra bit of money to play with. And we're going to need that money. This goes out for the next race. So we don't have to worry about it anymore. That's got 3 left on it. That's got 4 left on it. That one, we may be able to find a better one than that. I took that because we needed that £1 million. Again, this one I took because we needed that 900 grand. that one, we're not going to use that one. We're not going to use that one, sorry. So yeah, that is going to be the end of this episode. If you enjoyed the drama, if you enjoyed the episode, please like and subscribe. Leave me a cheeky comment. Tell me I'm a twat for fucking things up. Tell me I'm a twat for leaving Vivani on the Inters. I know I am. I should have looked, seen how far ahead it was going to be. I just saw rain and went, oh, rain. So yeah. Anyway, like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye bye.